as well. They go down and then they come back up, but they'll be behind for at least half an hour. So there's no point making them wait. Or maybe it'll turn out that you kind of meet their RV there, you know. So yeah, we'll get there around 4 because we leave around 12 from the airport. So we'll be there about 4 or 5, and then we'll come back, have lunch at Ozzy's. You'll see all this today, and then we return to. Then we go to Minister's Island, and then from St. Andrews, Minister's Island, we'll drive back to St. Andrews. So there's a lot. To St. John, back to the hotel. And then prepare and switch for the switch of the media, and do the same thing again the next day. So far, does that make sense? Yeah, and I think it'll make a lot more sense too, like once we actually do it and, and everything. Day one might be a bit like a clusterfuck. Hopefully not.
I mean, the way I look at it, you're good with people as long as you can make them believe this is how it's supposed to go. They're not going to know any different.
Yeah,
as long
exactly.
As you don't get lost. No, essentially, right?
They're just following along. Like for them, so the media, they don't really know. Like, I'm sure they're told, but they're not going to study and make sure that they are where they need to be. They're expecting to be told where to be, when to be there.
Should we be pushing them to stay on timeline or let them go?
To some extent,
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
To
like,
some extent, like if it really goes like beyond,
but we have a lot of days. But I mean, those other days are scheduled for something else.
yeah, everything is on a schedule, right? They have dinner reservations at
Yeah.
specific restaurants at specific times.
And then we have to
Hotel check-ins, we get everything is timed. So like if we don't stay on time, hey, it
So
gets
if we
fucked up.
go along at point A, try to speed up point B type of deal.
Yeah, we have to explain to them that we have a set schedule. Get what you need. Tell me if you need something specific at a specific location. Like Raptor's doing Raptor and Sasquatch.
Sasquatch is the
Sasquatch is in and out.
Sasquatch is the gateway.
We all do the Sasquatch. Yeah,
trails.
exactly. It's the gateway to the other trails. Yeah. So Sasquatch is the one that Raptors. We all do Sasquatch, but then Everglades will do Everglades and Sasquatch, and Raptor will do Everglades. We'll do Sasquatch and Raptor.
So basically, at one point, you go one way, I go down the Raptor Trail, you go down the Everglades Trail, and then once I'm done back at the park, like you were saying, to try to go all together, maybe?
Yeah. Well, like you can adjust your speed. Like the first group can drive slower, like say 100 kilometers an hour to the Bay Breeze, and the other group can go at like 115, and then kind of help to kind of meet up a little bit better.
Oh, that's a great idea, right?
So this, I guess what I'm not picturing is this Everglades and Raptor Trail. Is that this way or where?
It's down by the hut. Remember, and you'll see it. We'll go do it. I'll go do it. And
What we'll do, me and Scott will go down, and then I'll do the Raptor part, then he can jump in, and then he can.
Then he'll do the Everglades part.
Because I mean, even if I'm sitting in the passenger seat, I can still see
you'll
it, right?
see everything.
So, yeah, we'll do that. Just let us know where it is, and then we'll just kind of switch that way for quickly. Right? So makes sense.
Okay.
Well,
Sounds good.
all right.
And don't worry too much about the brush and stuff and it being tight. Just kind of focus on the rocks and to not hit those too fast.
Trying to gauge what kind of speed we're gonna have here to save time.
Yeah.
So when you get to rocky stuff like this is a little harder.
Yeah, this is not a fast trail. That's for sure.
I would go over the rock.
Over the rock.
Yeah. There you go. And you're back in the rut.
Oh, I missed that.
It worked a little bit better.
You need that in a Jeep feature.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was pretty good. And then it got stuck. The front wheel wasn't spinning, like so you engage front locker and just drive right through.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
When I came here, it just turned it like that.
Yeah, because the ground is soft now. So we turn assist again for the left here.
You want me to go straight down and then try it on the left again?
Yeah, turn assist to the left. Yeah, it's just doing it. It's locking the wheel. It's good. Yeah, it's nice and wet. It works good.
That's what it takes, right?
Oh, pull them back. So for the winch demo, we're thinking right here, get a vehicle stuck in here.
Pointing that way?
So the lead vehicle will drive in, get stuck, and then the Everglades behind will hook on the winch to the rear and pull it back out. all the room around here, people can stand around for the demo. Lots of room. The ground itself is not too swampy. It's grassy. It's not wet. So that works quite good. It's a bit soft, but it's not wet. So the rut's getting deeper and deeper, yeah. And especially after like 3 iterations of 10 vehicles going through, we're gonna dig this deeper and deeper every time. And I think there's a chance that someone might actually get stuck for real just to get high centered in the middle. Because these ruts are getting quite deep.
How are you gonna get that thing stuck? You're gonna have to put the brakes on. Two-wheel drive? Okay, that thing in two-wheel drive might get stuck.
Yeah, this is a shot now.
Is that two-wheel drive?
That's the best you could do? Jesus.
Back her up. Back her up.
I think you can just stay there, really.
We didn't really need to get stuck. In two-wheel drive reverse, we finally managed to.
Yeah. You'd have more traction, but you might be centered up.
So the conclusion is you need to go forward.
Conclusion is they're hard to get stuck.
Conclusion is it won't let you do
Don't worry, we're coming to get you.
Thanks, man.
Stay tight, stay calm. Rescue's coming.
It's in neutral. Okay.
We are now in St. John. These are my crew vehicles. All the trail guides are here. We got a new swag. It's in the parking lot here. Nice and rainy day.
You gotta take both spares.
Both?
Okay. And leave them with Jamie. So that's one.
Looks good. Nice. Yeah, the bagpipe. Left wheel and your right wheel. So you see exactly where they're placed. That's very handy for rocks and also that bridge in particular. The only thing is, the Everglades doesn't have that.
So I'll be there to guide you across, but with radio, and I will talk to you, and we'll go driver, passenger, depending on which side you need to turn to, and we'll get you across there safe.
Yeah.
It will be no problem.
Yeah, and the best way to do it as a driver is the good old-fashioned way. You hang out the window and you look on your wheel, and you see it. You keep the left wheel on the left edge and you'll be fine on the right side. You can spend all day out here if you wanted to. We have a selection of trails that we're doing out here. This is our first obstacle, so coming up over this. One of the features of your vehicle that you will see immediately once you engage the four-wheel drive mode, go into mud and ruts, which is the, I'm going to spend a little bit for the background for those that haven't driven off-road. Okay, so you got your transfer case as 4 high and 4 low. So 4 high is like all-wheel drive, but at a high speed, and 4 low is four-wheel drive at a really low speed, so you're crawling. So it goes really, really slow, different gear ratio. So when you put in the mud and ruts on your dial, that puts in the 4 high. And that's okay for most of the trail. Coming over this up here, we're going to go into 4 low. So most of the vehicles that have the rock crawl option. So if you engage that into rock crawl, it's all the way to the left, I believe it is.
I have to change the mode. Do we have to be in neutral or park, or we can be still in drive?
So you can be in drive and in park, or drive or park, doesn't matter, for the all but the low range. So if you're going to low range, it will tell you on your dash, shift to low. Neutral. So once you go to rock crawl mode, I put in neutral and it will engage into a 4 low. And then back in the drive. So same way, when we get down and go back into 4 high, neutral once more, and then we're back in the regular 4 high. It will show you everything on your dash. It will show you, it will indicate to you, okay, shift to neutral, or now engaging, shifting into 4 high. It's pretty much foolproof. I'll tell you everything what to do. If you have questions, radio it in. Someone's gonna come out over.
Big rock I'm pointing at. Keep your driver wheel on that rock. Okay, very slow. Okay, keep on straight. Done. Stay on your driver's side just to get over this.
We're heading back? Yeah, we're heading back up the same layout. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was sure you were just going there.
Wasn't too bad.
No. It's a little bit harder going up just because like you don't have the gravity working to get you off that rock. So if you don't hit it right, you might just like kind of get hung up on it, and then pick a different line and might just spin the wheels, get not moving forward. So either you just shift over left or right a little bit, or you just get a little bump and get over that. That's also why we air down. If your tires air down, it'll wrap around the rock and it'll kind of grab it and pick up, as opposed to if it's hard, it's going to just like bump into it and not, grip. You wouldn't think you would make it, eh? No, not at all.
Come on forward.
Yeah.
You gonna bring him around first?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
Yeah, come forward. Here you go. There you go. On the dime. Perfect.
once again the trail turn assist here in action on the Raptor. This is either during wave 1 or wave 3. And whenever the front wheel lost traction on one side, you engage the front locker and it just pulled right through.
I was wondering what was happening with it. That's weird.
Yeah, so that's the difference it makes when you don't have the sway bar and you don't have the turn assist.
Yeah.
Turn assist is amazing.
It is amazing, isn't it?
That is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
On the launch, they demonstrated a little bit, remember?
After each iteration, before we hit the road down to St. Andrews, we would come out of the trail, pass to this mobile watch station, air up all the vehicles, and then head on the road. The next trail section will be the Badlands Trail, where we conduct the winch demo and get muddy once again, just to get washed off once again.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about it, to be honest with you.
I kind of, yeah.
I'd like to take a moment to explain a little bit why you see so much different footage. It's because we've done the same iteration with 3 different waves. Each wave got 2 days. So on each day we did the same events, however sometimes in different order due to the tide schedule. I get to Ministers Island. So in a foggy morning we were Ministers Islands in the morning, whereas on the other days we were there in the evenings. And then on this particular day, once we left, we actually were the last to leave, and we noticed this little Mini Cooper here that was stuck in the sand. This being a low tide land bridge, the only time you can cross is at low tide, so that means this recovery was very timely in nature due to the fact that the tide was coming back in. Lucky for them, we were prepared for any event, and of course I carried a tow strap for that reason, and as such that made recovering this Mini Cooper a breeze.
Can you just hold this?
Yeah, probably, yeah. Thanks a lot of help, folks. But I'm pretty sure
I swear to God, if something happens again.
So we're leaving here.
All those ones take you over.
So who is going to be the trunk monkeys jumping in? Those are not driving themselves. You too? Okay.
yeah, you go in with Allison, and then as soon as they enter the washout, you'll hop out, and then you kind of guide them through the washout. You stop right there, push your way by this disconnect button at this point to the media people.
While those people carry over,
and then you send them forward, and they keep going.
Doing the same thing.
You do the same thing for the next group.
That pizza's not bad, but I'm full already, just one slice. Well, I had the 2 breakfasts.
Oh, I still got
two.
mine.
you with 2 of them.
So yeah, I got one spare radio actually.
Shit, man.
I don't know how that happened.
I don't know. You should have been there.
There you go.
One Everglade right behind you.
We'll put both Everglades behind it.
And then you want to
keep it
chase
simple.
after that?
I'll take the 2 Everglades, the blue one, and then the tan one. Okay. And then we'll be on channel 1. Then we'll have you with the 2 Raptors.
Yeah.
On channel 2. And then we'll have Ellison with 2 Wild Crabs on channel 3. And then we'll have you with nothing in the back at the 4th. As a pickup. So you will be with Mike and you will be with Ellison. And at the 2nd or 3rd washout, like the deepest one, you'll hop out and you can guide them through, but also like talk about this. We'll just hop out at this point.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. So we'll drive through as the trail guides, and then you just jump out and be like.
And then we just stay behind
And
there
at the
until
end,
we go back.
the last one, he'll stop, pick you guys up. Maybe. If you're lucky, he might make you run.
I know where you stay.
Okay.
All the Broncos are dropped off, man. This is the crew right here. Trail guys. Dropped at the airport. Now got back in Savage. Going home. This is a wrap.